guys, what's going on? DuffKing56 here, back with a different kind of commentary. Today you're going to watch me fail at Portal 1. Excuse me, I'm playing one of the advanced puzzles, and I am doing my best not to be an idiot, but I've never figured this one out, and it's so difficult for me, and I probably could spend more time doing it, so I spent 8 minutes doing it, so you guys can watch me, and hopefully you enjoy. Anyways, I want to try to get into the commentary a little bit sooner today, so I get a little bit more time to talk. This is going to run me about 9 minutes long, so I'm going to do my best to try to kind of lay everything out for you guys in the little time that we have together, as precious as it is. So anyways, let's get into it. Today I want to talk about what is your curse, and what I mean by that is if you have not seen the movie Sherlock Holmes Game of Shadows, first of all I recommend you to see it because it's a great movie, great production, dialogue is great, and it's right up my alley, and if you're a like-minded person to me, then you should go see it. And yeah, everyone's awesome in it, so it's great. And they took the girl out in the beginning, so it was even better. I did not like her at all. Anyways, that's besides the point. Sherlock Holmes is trying to find a assassin towards the end of the movie, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but he's trying to observe this whole room, right? So he cuts in and he starts dancing with one of his counterparts, and they're dancing around the room, and she whispers in his ear, "What do you see?" And it starts cutting around to him observing everyone, and it was just really interesting because it's shooting around in people's faces, ears, like what they're talking about, stuff like that. And he says to her, "I see everything." And then he says, "That's my curse." And it was interesting to me because what everyone besides him considered as a gift, he considered a curse. Now that I think about it too, the ability to see everything, the ability to observe everything is just, it would be a curse in a way. I think ultra-perceptive people have harder times in social situations because of the fact that they're observing everything and they're taking so much information in that it's almost confusing. And I want to try to get into what are my curses. They may not necessarily be gifts that other people see, but I'll see if I can relate it somehow to gifts. My curses, to be honest, and I'm being completely honest with you, one of the main curses that I struggle with is how quickly I am to judge people because of how perceptive I am. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a very perceptive person. I'm very observant, and I'm very critically attuned to life, I guess you could say. Like, I look at things from a critical viewpoint. I notice different things that people don't, and I catch kind of like the little things. And in that way, it's sort of a curse because when it comes to people, I automatically, for the most part, in real life, a lot of times I automatically label people, and I automatically just kind of psychoanalyze them in like a split second to the point where I either determine whether or not I want to I think I'd be viable with them in a social situation, or I would just avoid them entirely. And I think it plays into the fact that I'm a social introvert for the most part when it comes to just my reacting with people, but when I'm around certain people talking about certain things, I do tend to socially flourish. If I wanted to, I could be like one of those stupid women that just run up to someone and goes, "Hi, John," and then just like jumping hug. I'm not gonna do that in social, like that someone like that is not an extrovert, there's an idiot. But I can talk about that later. Yeah, I'm too quick to judge and psychoanalyze people. It really kind of kills me in a way, but in other ways it does surprise me, and I think it is a gift because most of the time I'm right, and that kind of segues into my other curse and the fact that I'm very confident with my own opinions and viewpoints. So most of the time I think I'll be right every time, and it's kind of difficult to put this into words. Like, I'm very stubborn, I guess I would say. I'm very set in my own ways, so when someone tries to, first of all, someone tries to correct me, they're wrong. I automatically think they're wrong, and I think that's bad, but I think it's good in a way because you have to be able to justify your own opinions. So you have to be able to back them up. If it's something you believe in, you should fight for it. You should be able to defend it. especially when it comes to my writing. I'm very protective of my writing. I'm very protective of my ideas, and I'm very, very, very protective of my opinions. And when they're challenged and when people try to correct them, I kind of lose it. Like, actually, I'll get physically angry if someone who I deem as ignorant begins to try to debate with me their viewpoint. I actually kind of funny story, back last semester I had an EDU 250, my social justice class. This guy was trying to debate with me about the flattening world, and he was just so ignorant, and it just pissed me off to the nth degree, and I was like hot with anger, and I just had to like leave the room and go to the bathroom, just like take a chill pill, because it's like, I know he's just stupid, just let him talk, keep it to yourself. That's a curse in a way, but I also think it's a gift, because I'm more so able to defend myself in arguments and debates, and I'm very quick-footed to defend myself. Another curse I think I have is how how socially mature I am compared to others, and how my humor is a lot different than other people's humors. I have a very witty sense of humor. I have a very crude sense of humor, and a lot of people take that the wrong way. And that kind of puts me off, too, in social situations, because I'll make a joke that's actually extremely funny. It's just that people are just not on the same plane as me as when it comes to my dry wit. And they're like, what? It's like, and I'll be like, it's a joke. And then people will laugh, and I'll just be like, whatever, I don't give a shit. And that's kind of a curse, but it's a gift in a way, because when I'm around people who are most socially mature, people who are more kind of knowledgeable, people have more wisdom, understand my humor a lot more, so I can entertain for a long time with my humor. I can just go forever. And it's kind of cool, because whenever I see my family, like my aunt and my uncle, very intelligent people, we'll kind of have like our little brain trust going on in the corner, where we just kind of joke around, and everyone's laughing, because everyone enjoys that sort of witty humor in my family. And I think that when you're in a social situation, if you can't pride yourself on a quick wit, then there's no way that you'll be made a fool of more times than not. So I think that's a curse and a gift in a sort of way. But like I said, people take it the wrong way, and I take it the wrong way. And in other ways, I think I'm one of my other curses is how much I love to listen. I love to listen to other people, what other people have to say, because I'm very observant. Like I said, I'm very perceptive. I like to just absorb what people say, and half the time I'll just be caught listening into a conversation, as opposed to talking in it. And people are like, oh, why are you so quiet, or whatever. I'm just listening. It's sort of a curse for me, because I do like to listen a lot, and it does kind of deprive me of my humor, and that's kind of what really makes me the social person that I am in public. So I don't know, it's kind of personal, very, very interesting stuff, though, and it's interesting to think about. What are your guys' curses? Why don't you let me know? If not, if you don't want to comment, PM me, obviously, but I like to listen. Like I said, I love to listen to people talk. I love to listen so much, and I like to give advice, because I've listened to so many situations. I kind of take their experience, to heart, and I'm able to kind of conform it to other people's, and in a way it's a curse, because I can give advice to everyone except for myself, because I'm such a totally unique person from other people. I don't go through the same problems that other people have, like normal problems. I have unique problems myself, more like existential, personal, deep questioning problems, but other people are just like, how do I survive this relationship? And I'm just like, oh, here's some advice. Like, that's kind of a curse in a way. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this commentary. I actually found this subject very interesting when I mulled about it in my mind this morning when I was driving home from school. Hopefully you guys can take something from this and enjoy. Anyways, it's been DuffKing56. See you guys later. Peace out.